Hey folks, welcome to the tips tutorial on working with the FAQs page. Now in the FAQs page, we've included this accordion, and what we've done is we've sort of divided the accordion into three sort of sections just for fun, or basically just as an example to show you that it can be done. Where we have question 1, 2, 3, and then we have another title, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then another title. So we've done that just to show you that it can be broken up a little bit. But in a nutshell, all it is, it's a bootstrap accordion. You click on the title and the panel below slides open, and the little indicator over here changes to show that it's open as opposed to closed, and that's really all there is to it. But how do we update this? Well, let's jump into Dreamweaver, and we'll go and open up that page. Let me just close down what I had open here previously. And we'll go to the library and the components and the accordions folder. And right now, the only one we have in there is the faq.lbi. So when it comes to working with an accordion, we'll just flip this into the design window for a sec, and I'm going to press Control-Shift-I on the keyboard to get rid of all the annoying lines that we don't really want here. Now there's a little bit of blurb up here at the top of the page. Then we have your FAQ 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course these dividers, those are just titles you see in the library page. You won't actually see these in your where it says FAQ 1 through 11. You won't actually see that in the web page because it's scripted in here just for the library page. But basically it's a matter of there's question 1, there's the answer. There's question 2, there's the answer. Question 3, there's the answer. Now question 1, the title that you see here is an H4 tag. Right, so this up here, that's an H4 tag. It's styled to use that tag, so if you change it from an H4 to something else, you're going to find it doesn't look quite right. So I would say just leave it as an H4 tag. It's a great tag to use for an FAQ type page. And below it is just a regular blob of text right here. Okay, it uses a class of panel body, and you just go and change that in the page and away you go. But let's take a look at the code view, because there's a couple things you may need to do. Right, obviously you're going to want to change your question and then change your paragraph down below. But let's just flip into code view, because there's a couple of things here that will show you that will make life a little bit easier. One right here is your FAQ section heading. Okay, there it is right there. Now this comes after an accordion, the ID of accordion panel group, sorry there. And then we scroll down a little bit, and then we have another FAQ section heading, and scroll on down, and then we have another one down lower in the page here, and one down here. Now if you don't need these, just get rid of them. And what those section headings are, it's like the general questions, existing customers, and new customers. If you don't want that, that's where you get rid of it. You go into the code view, you find it, you get rid of the comment tags plus the div container in between. Now these section headings, all we did is we stuck them in between an existing panel. Now if you've worked with our other library components, you know that we divide things into slides or panels or items, right? And this particular component, we're using a panel. And the panel opens with the, right here, the question, right? And then right down below here in the panel body, we have the answer. As a matter of fact, you don't even need to do this in design view is to go through and change things. It's really simple to do in code view as well. Although it looks really scary to start with, when you see your first question, you'll see that it's selected out. There's the opening A and the closing A tag, and then there's the question right there. Just change that, and then there's the answer down there. If you need to add more FAQs, so we have questions 1 through 11, if you need more, go find question 11 or even somewhere in between, and just copy and paste a panel. So we can go right in the middle here, copy an existing panel. We know it's a panel because it starts with panel and ends with panel. We can copy all of this, and then we can just simply go between two existing panels and paste it in there. And now we have our new one. So we're going to change this from question 2 to brand new question. I just want to do this so it sort of stands out in the page, and get rid of the Q in brand because that's kind of dumb. And we're just going to update this page here, and I'm going to go and refresh, and there it is, brand new question. I hit boom and it pops open. Oh, wait a minute, it didn't work properly because it popped open on the above. Everything else opens up below. Cool. Now that we've done that, I need to show you the next step when we do a new element here, right? You see how we have the word collapse 2 over here? And then down below we have an ID of collapse 2. These need to match, but they cannot match anything else. So we already had a collapse 2, and because we copied and pasted, let's go with 2A. Change this to 2A. So when I click this now, or when I click on this brand new title, it's going to open the correct panel body or the correct answer. So let's just save, like so. Refresh the page, and now when I click on brand new question, it's going to open or display the answer below it as opposed to the one up above it, which is really kind of confusing with these accordions. And probably the number one troubleshooting issue is making sure that the title up here displays the correct answer when you click on the title or when you click on the question. So really that's the component parts to creating or working with the FAQs is change your question, change your answer. If you want to add or remove panels, they're right here. You can copy and paste or you can delete them out. If you copy and paste, right, if I add more panels, you have to make sure that the reference here and the ID do not match any other panel within the page. And the simplest way to do it is once you've copied and pasted, you can just simply do a 1A, 1A, 1B, 1B, 1C, whatever your reference is here, it needs to match here, and it can't be used by any other panel in the page. So whatever scheme you come up with to make that work, that's cool. I mean, you could even go with question 2, and down here you go question, oops, actually you don't do that, you just copy and paste, double click, copy and paste, so make sure they match up exactly. All right, so that's the formula for making that work.